Hello, you wonderful people. Welcome back to the channel. Today, we are going to talk about how you can use AI to manage and grow on Instagram and on your other social media platforms as well. If you are feeling like AI is everywhere, that's because it is, and it's time that you start taking advantage of this technology to make managing and growing your social media platforms easier. Let's dive into how.
We're going to tap into each element of running Instagram or social media in general and break down exactly how AI can help. While some AI tools seem to be improving on a weekly basis, we're highlighting the best tools available to our knowledge at the time of recording. So let's kick it off with audience research and social strategy. Before you get started with your social planning, you need to know who you're talking to, whether it be your audience on social or target market for your products or services, and you'll need a social strategy. So you can leverage tools like ChatGPT, arguably the premier AI tool on the market, to fish for information on a potential target market or to acquire some deeper insights for those who already know a bit about their audience. You can ask ChatGPT something like, act as a marketer. Tell me who would be the typical target market for a third wave cafe in Toronto, and then ask it to drill down further as it answers to get a deeper demographic detail. You can also ask it to outline a social media strategy for your brand. And the more information you can give it about your plans, the better the results. So something like act as a social media marketer, put together a social media strategy for a third wave cafe in Toronto that encompasses Instagram, Facebook, Pinterest, TikTok, and YouTube. You can also use our free template to help get the exact answers you need, link below in the description. And once it has generated a response, meaning once the AI has generated a response, you can ask it to refine certain areas and just keep going until you get what you want. Best part, it never gets tired.
The next way that you can use AI to help you grow and manage your Instagram account or any social media accounts is with brainstorming content and content pillars.
Oof, yes.
So one of the biggest challenges that we get from our audience on this channel is questions around content pillars. So this is where AI can really come in handy for those who are a little stuck. So before you get into your content ideas, just use AI. ChatGPT, again, is one of the faves out there, but many platforms now have built-in AI features that can really help you do the same thing. So when you're thinking about help with generating potential content pillars or content categories, tell the AI about your business or your brand and what you hope to achieve on social so that it can generate the best possible options for you. Once again, do not be afraid to push back on the AI and ask it to refine its answer until you get what you want. So something like act as a social media marketer, come up with 3 to 7 content pillars or categories for my third wave cafe in Toronto.
Always.
Once you've confirmed your content pillars, you can then leverage AI to help brainstorm content ideas based on the categories you've decided on. You can also ask it to come up with various content ideas for all the different platforms that you decide to be present on in your social strategy, which we've talked about often. You know, you have your primary platforms and your secondary platforms.
Yes.
So for example, Reels, Stories, Carousels, TikTok, long form YouTube, Shorts, Pins, anything and everything that you've selected in your strategy, AI can help you find those content pillars and content ideas for. Now, we spoke more about how to come up with content ideas and prompts in this video, which will also just help you with all the content ideation that you need, AI or not AI, but AI too.
The next thing that AI can help you with for managing your Instagram is creating a content calendar. So now that you've got your strategy, your pillars, and your content ideas down, you can use AI to put together a content calendar. So you want to ask your favorite AI, whether that's ChatGPT, Canva, Meta, Planoly, Later, whatever, it's everywhere now, to select content ideas and organize them into a content calendar for the following month, segmented into the content format. So whether that's short form video, long form video, carousel, etc., and also the platform. It'd definitely be optimal to specify how often you'd like to post. So whether that's 4 times a month or 4 times a week. Otherwise, it'll kind of spit out something more generic that might not be a real good fit for your strategy. So continue to refine this as usual until you have a content calendar mapped out with all the high level ideas that you'd need to get started to create your actual content. Just make sure that all the ideas flow seamlessly and they don't appear to be like randomly placed together, which is not cool. So if you have specific launches, offers, promotions, or anything that needs to be talked about on particular dates, just make sure you note that in your instructions to the AI and they'll count that in.
Now, once the AI has generated all of your content ideas, it's time to get the captions done. Captions, in our opinion, are the one place where a human touch is really necessary. So you'd want to use the AI carefully. But almost every content platform now has native AI that helps write captions. So the choice of platform for this is so wide. So our recommendation here is usually just use whichever one feels the most comfortable for you. Ask the AI to come up with captions for each of your content ideas, including for the graphics where necessary. So you can ask it to generate copy all at once for all the topics in a list, or do it one at a time. We suggest that you do it one at a time, so it'll be a lot easier to iterate and adjust that way. And once you're happy with the caption that the AI gives you, we really recommend that you customize it as much as possible, because still from what we see, it just doesn't have the tone yet. We got to keep it human. We talk about this all the time. You can use AI as an assistant in this area, but we definitely think it requires that human touch. So the idea is that AI will give you a solid start and maybe even write half of your caption for you, but that human touch is going to be so noticeable in your captions to the point where it may negatively affect your engagement if it feels like everything is just written by AI and there's no real human behind it. So keep that in mind. And when we're speaking of engagement,
if you've watched the channel at all in the past year, you'll know how much we love using automated chatbots to help with engagement, specifically on Instagram. So of course, we are stoked that ManyChat is the sponsor of this video. Now, if you don't know, ManyChat is an Instagram automation tool that allows you to set up workflows with keywords that trigger a series of actions. So you may have seen on the High Season Instagram account that we say in our videos or captions something like comment checklist to get the guide right in your inbox. So that's ManyChat. You can assign a particular keyword, whether it be for a specific post or for every or any post on their pro plan, which is key, that triggers an automated comment response. And you can customize that response and create as many different responses as you like, and that then leads to an automated direct message. So for example, if you're promoting a freebie, a product or service on your website, or anything at all with a link, really, you can create a custom DM with that link to whatever it is that you promoted in your post. So this is how ManyChat helps you in the algorithm. It actually asks for quality engagement for a specific purpose, which is when the person comments your trigger word. So checklist is what we had for this example. Your automated response counts as more engagement. So that's 2 comments on the post already, which tells the algorithm, hey, this post is getting engagement, show it to more people. So then the DM often results in multiple back and forth comments. So that all depends on how you set up your workflow in ManyChat. It could just be one and go, or it could be multiple. And then that aligns your account with that audience member even stronger, which ensures that your stories in particular come up in their stories feed more often, and also gives you a higher chance that your content will be shown to them organically because the algorithm thinks you're mates, right? Now, it can also replace your link in bio and link sticker in stories. It gets right into the DMs with no additional action required from your audience, which is key. 0 friction, y'all. Now, there's no better way to ramp up your engagement on Instagram using AI, and for real, ManyChat is the gold standard.
100%.
How much has it changed for us?
100%.
Now, ManyChat have also introduced the AI Flow Builder Assistant, which can help you quickly create Instagram automation based on your business
so easy
needs.
now.
Super easy, right?
Yeah.
It can be a little maybe intimidating at first, but once you get started without the builder, it's actually really easy, but this makes it even easier again. Like, you actually can't go wrong.
Yeah.
So all you have to do is let it know what you're hoping to achieve, and you'll receive customized flow recommendations that align perfectly with your goals. It literally couldn't be easier. Now, you can try their pro plan for free for 30 whole days by hitting the link in the description below and use the code HIGHSEASON at checkout, which will give you that 30 free days. You can test it out. Even if the pro plan isn't for you, at least you've tested it, and then you can move back to the free plan. Thank you again to ManyChat for sponsoring this video. You are the best.
Now let's talk about content creation. So now that you've done all that planning and caption writing and all that stuff, it's time to actually create the content. So there are a number of ways to leverage AI to do that. As with the caption writing, we'd highly suggest to use AI as a tool and not the all-encompassing thing and creator. We still need you, your experience, everything that you do, your creative energy involved in the process as well.
Yeah.
So that human touch is always going to be so key in keeping people engaged. Plus, All of the platforms now have a button that you're required to hit if the content is AI generated. So we don't know yet how that can negatively impact reach or if it will, but it's always better to make it clear that a human was behind it. And if you do everything in AI, then you're going to have to start ticking that button, which may not be in your favor. So that's something to note as well.
We also wonder what will happen if you did do it all in AI and then you didn't hit it and you get caught.
It might be like undisclosed, an undisclosed ad or something like that.
That's a great point.
Because you'll get caught for sure.
I think they're going to use AI to find the AI.
Yeah, so. exactly. So definitely that human element. I know people are using like fake voices and fake whatever, like fake faces and all that stuff now. I'm not for it. I always skip over that stuff. It freaks me out. Yeah. So I don't know. Your audience might be feeling that way too. So keep it real in that aspect. Yeah. Again, we're using AI to help us, right? Yes. Not to replace us.
Correct. Very important. Very important.
So for example, something that we use often that we spoke about is Canva. So Canva has a ton of great AI features that are amazing for creating content. I actually did this video pretty recently that's breaking down how you can leverage AI features using Canva to create content very fast. But there are so many apps that are now introducing AI tech to help you create better content faster. So this is just an example. We're currently in the process of exploring a ton of options for this type of AI assistant. So we'll share those recommendations once we find something that we feel really strongly about, and just always keep you updated. But we also recommend go out there, poke around, because it's also like a user experience that also matters in this too. But we're looking for the stuff that usually produces the most beautiful assets with the least time involvement.
And for the best price.
Exactly.
So now you got your content all created. But for your short form videos, there's one thing that they are going to need, and that is subtitles, or also known as captions, not to be confused with captions
in your post.
Yeah. Too many captions. Or is it called closed captioning maybe?
It technically was closed captioning, but now isn't it not closed because it's burned in? We always said burned in captioning when it was video.
Yeah, that's true. Subtitles is really what it is. Either way, a staggering number of users watch all their online videos on mute, me included. Somewhere I've read multiple ones, so I didn't want to quote exactly, but 70 to 80-ish% of people, which is obviously the vast majority.
Yeah.
So depending on where you get your stats. So with that in mind, having your videos captioned is key to their success. So our favorite AI caption tool is Submagic. All of our high season videos use Submagic, and it's a browser-based tool. It's incredibly easy to use. You can fully customize everything, and they have an AI caption detector that is incredibly accurate, no matter your accent. That's always our problem.
There you go.
My silly accent doesn't always make things easier. So you can hit the link in our description to give that a try.
Now, another area that AI can help you in is with generating hashtags. Yes. So hashtags are, as we've mentioned, not as important and don't hold the same weight as they once did, but they are still a key part of any comprehensive social media strategy, and they still help the algorithm to categorize your content. Yeah. So you can really ask AI to help with giving you hashtags under 100K of use, preferably for each of your content categories or pillars.
Yes.
One of the easiest ways to do this is actually to just leverage Meta's native AI in Instagram. We tested this and it came out with pretty good hashtags.
It did, yeah.
Yeah, you can ask it something like generate hashtags about third wave coffee in Toronto with less than 100,000 uses. And as always, you can refine those hashtags until you're happy with it. But this new AI feature almost replaces that suggested hashtag page we used to have back in the day, which was amazing. Yeah. Back in the day, you used to put in a hashtag, it'd give you just the suggestions of all the hashtags you should use with it, just on one page. Beautiful. What a time.
And of course, one of the things that I would say a lot of people don't spend enough time on, as far as Instagram is concerned and all social, is analytics. It just can seem a lot, and this is where AI can help. So while all of the social platforms do have their own native analytics, they don't really interpret it for you, and that is where AI can help. So you can download your analytics and then upload them to, say, ChatGPT to analyze, and most platforms should let you download your analytics in like a CSV file, which is probably best, and then you can upload to ChatGPT, and then it can interpret it from there. So you can ask it something like, act as a social media marketer, analyze the attached CSV file with Instagram and Facebook analytics, and provide a summary of the data. I want to know which post had the most reach, which post had the most engagement, and which times of the day are best for me to post. So really specific questions to get answers to. So once again, and you keep refining the answers and the responses until you get what you need. It's such a great way to leverage AI to turn your data into actionable information that you can use to either dictate or adjust your social strategy. And again, it's one element of all of this that a lot of people do ignore because it feels like more of a task. But if you have specific questions, or if you're working for a company and it's coming from above and they want to know certain things, leverage AI to get those answers.
It's like having a social strategist in a way, right?
Yeah.
Not like us. Doesn't replace us.
No.
But it is like
it's
sometimes
grunt
data
work.
is hard to interpret, and it is a lot of grunt work. So much spent in life analyzing data, you living in Excel spreadsheets, all of this jazz. And
can be
now
a
there
lot.
is a tool that can help you, which we didn't have back in the day. So
No,
yeah.
absolutely.
And that's it. That is how you can leverage AI to help you manage and grow your social media profiles. We know there are so many AI tools out there for social media right now, and there are so many that are hot, but we want to talk about these ones that are really impressive on the market right now. And I think we'll continue to follow up as we go.
I think we will, because it's going to change so fast.
Yeah, and if you do want us to like do, more of say bite-sized videos on how to exactly use the AI for any of the things that we talked about, just let us know and we'd happily create that type of video for you. Once again, we want to thank ManyChat for sponsoring this video.
Yes.
Hit the link in the description and use the code HIGHSEASON for a free month of their amazing pro plan. You'll love it, and it completely changed the game for us.
Facts.
So, coming up next, we recommend that you check out this video. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.
Peace.
Bye.